Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Gatewalkers, our intrepid adventure, which features a group of those who have lost their memories after transporting themselves through a mysterious elven gate at the behest of some strange and bizarre psychic whale. To what purpose, we don't know. We're still figuring that stuff out, but our heroes have been bonded together by a eerie and mysterious professor known as Riddleson in order to try and not only get their memories back, but also defeat this evil Black Frost whale and bring peace and prosperity to the world. I mean, that's maybe a thing. I don't know. That's how I end all these things. But joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who support the channel, keep my lights on, and allow me to do cool, crazy, and amazing things. That's these guys. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Yay!
No.
Yeah, it's so
Hello,
good to
folks
see
at
you all.
home.
You guys excited for today?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
I get to be pooped.
You get to be spooked? Yeah, spoopy. Look at all the spoopy stuff. Spoopy stuff here, spoopy stuff there. You know what? Let's add some spoopy music just to like do the intro as well. Like I can do that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got just the thing here. There's that.
Music box.
That. You're a music box. There we go. Perfect. Boom. Spoopy music.
Actually, that's kind of cool. Thanks.
Okay, there we go.
Random and charming.
So, as always, we start our stream by thanking the people who make us look so good, as good as we do. We have, of course, Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here. All of the character tokens that you can see are made using an amazing 3D model making software that allows you to design, create, and bring to life various characters, and then, boom, have them 3D printed and shipped to you anywhere in the world. So go check out Hero Forge because they're a freaking blast. We then have Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects and music, like the one you can hear right now. A huge array of soundscapes are available to help immerse your players into your next campaign, whether you're in person and using a phone app and surround sound systems, or like me using the Sirenscape online player. It is a great tool for you to use. We then also have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, the ever-expanding and ever-growing platform that connects all of my players from all around the world here on the digital fireplace so that we can enjoy each other's company and go on grand adventures with one another. So yeah, go check those guys out. For today's session, we have our lovely cadre of characters who serve as the vehicle in which the story is told. Each character more unique than the last and played by these amazing people. So, to tell you about themselves and the character that they're playing, I'm going to throw the ball over to them. I gave Nomad a couple of good weeks to kind of let me do the intro, but what we usually do is we usually throw it to you guys to tell everyone what you want to know about it. It's also a way to show me that you're paying attention to the games as we've been going. So this is Nomad's first official proper introduction, okay? So I want everyone to be as critical as possible. Okay, there we go. So I set you up primed and ready. So starting us off at the top of the list, we have Carl, played by our dear friend Nomad.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Dag, did that work? Is that good?
It did. It was perfect. Yeah, no, it was great.
Okay, cool.
Nailed it.
There's a lot of build-up. I was worried. I was stressed. I was hoping that would be a good one. All right.
Good. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nomad. People call me Nomad. No, my name's Kyle. People call me Nomad, and I'm playing Carl. Carl with a K, spelled with a C. I am a not 100% sure on my full origins yet, but we are discovering it together as we go through the story. And as of now, I am playing a mech piloting Skelly boy who just likes to, maybe take apart a hand, let it crawl around an event. Maybe go ahead and repurpose his suit for any purpose you may have. Think chaos agent with a good heart.
Oh,
I think that's a good summary.
Brilliant. Well done. Next up, we have playing the role of B03, the infamous Schooly Eye.
Yes, B03, the former mercenary who was on his path of vengeance that is effectively solved, but he's now pissed because the gates in question effectively lied to him, thinking that he'd be able to have served his vengeance many months ago, and is using the brain trust of everyone else involved to figure out the identity and also get him in front of the person that lied to him, so he can rip some new vengeance instead.
All right. Then, of course, we have, hailing from the planet Castrovel, Rongol, played by our friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hello. Yes, Rangul is a thaumaturge Lashunta. Has spent his life studying all the animals and creatures on Castrovel, now showing up to this planet of Galarian with the party when they showed up on Castrovel, and now his goal is to kind of learn about all the creatures on here, so he can have a good head start on making a guild combined with different creatures and species from different planets. But now knowing that he is wanted by the galactic government or something for I guess they think he's invading Galarian when he knows he's not. So let's see what the party believes, I guess.
Poacher.
No.
All right. Then, of course, we have taking the role of the Guardian of Seven Arches and the Forests of Kionin. We have Aelith, the elf, played by our dear friend Jen.
Good morning. Yes, I play Aelith, the Elven Ranger, who has been on this journey with, well, two of the people in the group, and just trying to find answers, and also figuring out a way to prevent this damn whale from destroying everything.
That's a, pretty noble cause. All right. And unfortunately, not joining us today is our dear friend Mac, who has no internet, but they play the role of Viv, the poppet summoner who has been given the body of a real boy, and are trying to create a life for themselves in the world. There you go. All right, now, as always, we have one last person to thank, and that is our lovely audience members for being here. Thank you guys for being here, spending your time, spending your energy, and giving us all of your great and amazing support. It goes such a long way to keeping the channel alive, and as such, we invite you to take part in our adventure while we play. There are a number of ways you can be a part of the action. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game, with insight bonuses to give our players clues when they're having difficulties, inspiration to give them advantage rolls from time to time, wandering bosses, wandering monsters, NPCs, a whole bunch of cool stuff there, as well as interventions from the divine with with a divine healing that'll fully restore a person of your choice, or a divine intervention which will force me to re-roll, and I hate re-rolling because you always target me when I do my natural 20s, and it's not right. Make me re-roll my natural ones. Anyway, I digress. Fine, whatever. You guys have favorites. I understand. But of course, that's not the only way you guys can influence the game. We have, of course, some monetary donations that help support the channel, keep the lights on, and helps me eat solid food. We have, of course, our DAG survival check for the month, which, of course, has refreshed because today is the 1st, because I am from the future. And yes, that's it. This first of the month. So we have a brand new survival check to work on. These cover all the overheads, all the subscriptions, all of the music, the books, all the things that we get for running these games. So, that's basically it. And here is what you get for your generous donations. We have, for $5, these red marks for my players and purple marks for me. Hero points and Jinx points. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of two different plot-based random generators. The first is a deck of cards known as my plot twist deck that I will draw a random card, and I will insert the story, the card into the narrative somehow. We then have our roll and playbook, which is our second $10 reward, which has a bunch of random encounters, random effects, magic items, dangerous doors, traps and hazards, all this really, really cool stuff here. I will find an appropriate table for an appropriate moment and thrust this into the adventure somehow. That's basically our $10 rewards. Then for $20, we have our coveted golden natural 20 because sometimes shit just needs to work, and a nat 20 is how we get that shit done. It is a critical success or a success by a margin, and yeah, $20 for a natural 20 is basically it. It's nice and simple. For $50, we have 2 rewards. We have a boss buff where we increase the difficulty of a challenge exponentially, making the fight more difficult. This could be the boss getting bigger, larger, adding more templates, adding more dangers, or we could do something crazy to make the parameters of the victory a little bit more wild and wacky. What's that? A group of nuns strapped to an explosives have suddenly flown in through the window, and now you need to disarm the bomb before a swarm of bats eats Neil? Well, that's what's happening now. Boss buff.
Oh my god. The term Air Force nuns just came into my head.
Well, you think that... well, okay, that's actually pretty fucking good. But you know what? You know what's actually kind of fucked up and funny is that actually in World War II, they actually did do experiments in America, of course, because fucking America, where they were tying bombs to bats to allow them to use bomb deployments at night. But do you know what happens when you unleash a group of very uncoordinated bats armed with explosives? The Germans have a word for it. It's
called they avoid everything.
It's called a blitzkrieg. That's what ends up happening on your friendly territories. That's what happens. It's not great. But, anyway, I digress. So, yeah, bat bombs.
That sounds like something Carl's going to have to try.
Bat bombs.
Sure, there you go. All right. Then, of course, we have the other $50 reward, which is our Harrow Draw. Da-da-da. It is a deck of fortune-telling cards, each of which brandishing a prophecy based on whichever card our heroes draw. Based on that card, our heroes will either get to fulfill or reject the prophecy, and when they do, they will receive a boon from the creature in the card. This will be a magic item, a favor, or a secret fighting art that they will be taught. In addition, for 3 games, they will get a stat boost to one of the stats based on whichever card it's drawn. So, for example, this one here, the Hidden Truth, is a book card, which means they'll get an intelligence boost for 1d4. They'll get a d4 on all intelligence scores for 3 games. That's basically it. So there's that. And then we have our secret menu item. What is our secret menu item, I hear you ask? Well, you know what? I feel like it's been a hot minute since Bilrata has received something nice for the secret menu item, and today is not going to be that day. So what we're going to do with Bilrata is Bilrata will learn that from his mercenary company, the one that was wiped out by the hobgoblins, he will learn that there was a survivor. Now, at this point, I would like to ask Schooly Eye to take off his headset. So, the secret menu item for this particular adventure is that, we already have a secret menu item in play that Bilrata is unaware of, and that is that Ostra, the hobgoblin that Bilrata hates and has been hunting for quite some time, is actually a member of the mercenary company that Bilrata belonged to. Osseo, the Black Frost Whale, used his psychic energies to trick Bilrata into believing his mercenary company had been all wiped out by Ostra and a group of hobgoblins. Now, this new individual that shows up, the purpose of this individual is they're going to reinforce Osseo's illusion. They're going to pin Ostra directly for their death. So, Bilrata is not only going to reunite with one of his old mercenary people, but also have the finger continually pointed even harder at Ostra, the actual only surviving member of Bilrata's mercenary company. So yeah, that is our secret menu item for today. Should you want to go for that, that's what we're going to be doing with it. All right. You may put your headphones back in. And with that, once
Should I
that
be
is
worried about Jen's expression throughout all that?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Either way, Bilrata will have a good time and reunite with a friend, and there'll be a wholesome scene. They'll get to hug it out. He'll like lose his rage powers because he'll no longer be so angry. A bunch of cool stuff.
You just lose the rage powers entirely.
You don't believe me in the slightest, do you, Bill?
No. Nah. I know you too well.
What? I mean, I guess. Sure. Okay. Now, that, I believe, brings us to the end of our donation stuff. So, all right, we have one last announcement for today, and that is today's episode will contain a lot of horror-based themes. Do not worry, we have a very, very firm line and veil for a bunch of different stuff. Mostly we're looking at horror themes, but just for the... just so that we do know what everyone, just so we're above the board with everything. As depicted in last week's episode, there is the ghost of a child, which of course thus implies a child has died. There will be no scenes whatsoever in which we are going to go into, describe, or delve into the actual death of the child, but of course there will be some pretty sad narrative elements. There'll be some spooky narrative elements and stuff like that, so bear that in mind as we go. So this whole episode is getting a mature content warning for horror themes mostly, but please rest assured there's going to be no torture, no violence, no gratuity towards children or animals throughout the course of the game today. That is just a hard line for me, but again, spooky things, and of course people die. That's the nature of it. All right. Shall we begin? Okay. So, our heroes find themselves in the home of Edward Riddleson, our group's benefactor, who has assembled a large group of those who bear the mark of the Gatewalkers in order to share their knowledge from their various adventures and research to hopefully learn what this whole missing moments thing was and gain your memories back. But things have been odd in the Riddleson estate. This is not the first time Gatewalkers have been summoned here, and though many have visited, none recall any really leaving. The staff are few, and all seem to be very cryptically hiding their true purposes as they move like ghosts throughout the house. In addition to Carl, there is another group here, which are, if memory serves, which it does not, but, we'll have a look. Hiya. Okay. Which involve Takuzo, who is a librarian. We have Isandon, an elven cartographer. We have Lunja, a astronomer. And of course, we have Vaxtovin, a ghost hunter. Now, Vaxtovin expressed the fact that there were likely these mysterious gates that Professor Riddleson was using in order to travel far and wide. One that had some esoteric and rather spooky paranormal powers and abilities. Researching it, they, in the middle of the night, began to search and scour the Riddleson estate, but come the morning, was nowhere to be found. Ulwin, the Edward Riddleson's house butler, assured everyone that it was simply a matter of food poisoning and that Vex had indeed left the estate and was currently being ushered to receive medical attention. But of course, much suspicion. Wishing to go and figure out what was going on, our heroes started to explore the house, only to be startled by some strange effects. The outside beyond the house disappeared in its entirety. Black handprints appeared on the windows. A door banging with shouting coming from an invisible and mysterious creature. And of course, the sounds of noises coming from the vents where last our heroes saw Vax exploring. Using his ingenuity, Carl created a small spider-like robot with a little eyeball lens on one of the fingers to crawl through one of the vents in order to investigate, hopefully to find what became of Vax, but instead found an attic with a small playroom. Within the playroom, seeming to play with the ghost of Vax, was a child, a skeletal one, dressed in rags and with the skull of a cat in place of its own. And as we left last episode, it had noticed Carl's little sensor. Before we dive into today's game, we did get a donation from Cookie Steve, who blasted in with a freaking secret menu item and a jinx point. Let's see. And a 79
And a roll from the roleplay.
And from the roleplay book. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's see what I can do. So let me do that real quick. So I'm going to add the jinx point here.
Yeah, you did say do something random from page 79, which was
from page 79. I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. Okay, let's have a look. I don't even know what's on page 79. What's on page 79? On page 79 is... Here we go. Enchanted items. Okay. Enchanted items.
Something random.
All right, let's do something random here. Okay, let's go with a single-use magic item. That's on here as well. Roll me a D8. Cookie?
I got it.
Roll me a D8.
Oh, Cookie. Got it.
Yeah, Cookie can roll me a D8.
Yeah.
While we wait for that, Carl. Now, your ability to control your robot is remote. You can see through its sensor quite clearly, but it means that you can't see what's immediately around you. You basically are... It's like looking through a VR headset, right? You're just entirely looking at it. And you see the child noticing you. As you see it noticing you, your vision starts to distort the image of the child. It starts to almost break apart like something's wrong, and your vision's getting worse the longer you stare at it.
Is it specifically the image of like the ghost child itself, or is it like everything, like overall?
Just the child.
Okay, so I can still like see the room. It's just the image of the child is starting to get all weird.
Yeah. And it happens from the moment it turned to look at you.
Ooh.
Can I have the hand just run as fast as it can, jump and fly through the air, trying to grab where it was standing to see if there's anything.
Oh, sure. As it does so,
Sergeant.
it runs and leaps at the child. For a moment, the child seems startled, but what happens is Vax's ghost seems to stand in the way of the hand and almost like put its arms out as if to protect the child. Your hand goes through the ghost of Vax. Then you watch as something tilts it, almost like it's been in a tumble dryer. It spins, it twists, it coils, and then you lose vision.
Can I make it explode?
You are no longer connected to it.
Dang it. Okay.
I mean, you can try. You basically stop and you're like... And nothing seems to happen. There's no noise of an explosion happening.
Okay. At that point, we're still just all hanging out. Takes off basically the VR headset, just gets back to where we were. And at this point, it just tells everybody that there's I found Vax, or at least what's left of him, or some version of him.
Ooh. What do you mean?
So unless he was always a little translucent and friends with it was it a rat head or was it a cat head? Dag.
Cat. Oh wait, hold on. You know what? Let me have a quick squiz.
I have both in my head. I just want to make sure I got the right one.
It is
Cat rat.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go.
Whoa.
It almost looks like in the picture it looks
That looks more like
canine.
a rat head.
I'd say it's a cat.
Oh.
alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was something going on in the attic. Some sort of a skeletal cat child and what looked to be the ghost of Vax just kind of chilling out up there. I think we might want to take a trip to the attic. I think we should. I think we should go take a trip to the attic, guys.
He always says he saw a ghost. I didn't think he would be one.
Well, he always
looked
communicated
normal
with
and-
them, so
Yeah, that I believe.
how's
Yeah,
everybody
well-
feel about going up to the attic to investigate?
A question. He said there was a ghost up there.
Yeah, I think at least one. Vax included. Like Vax for sure. But then there was something more of a skeleton. A ghost and a skeleton.
I see a skeleton might be able to handle, but don't know about any of you, but I don't remember ever fighting no ghost.
No, I haven't fought a ghost.
We should ask Vax. Wait.
I haven't encountered ghosts in space for sure, or on Castrovel. They exist everywhere. They're not uncommon.
You don't want to make a knowledge roll or anything like that. Just about ghosts.
I will. I mean, okay. Well, okay. I'll make a knowledge roll.
Occultism check, please.
Not esoteric, since that is specifically for ghosts and stuff.
Isn't it occultism?
No, I have lore esoteric. It's specific to
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
thaumaturges.
Yeah, no, in which case, yeah, you got lore esoterica, yeah, you'd know about ghosts and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want me to still roll for it?
You know plenty. You're fine.
Okay,
Wait,
got it.
Really quick, Dag.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Occultism check. How would I do that? Because I think that's one of my proficiencies.
So under your character sheet on the sidebar where it says skills, one of the skills you have is called occult.
Can I do an occult?
Anyone who would like to know about ghosts and spooky things, you may make an occultism roll. Absolutely. Okay, not bad. All right, so Aelith, you, my dear, know exactly what you're dealing with. It is a spirit of abandonment. The stories go that when a child is neglected to a point in which its death eventually occurs, there is a chance it awakens as a lonely but playful spirit known as an attic whisperer. They are, as the child was in life, as so too they are in death. They're not overly intelligent, but they are capricious. Some of them, if they are particularly mean-spirited children or those who are gripped with this sense of vengeance against someone, might be violent, but for the most part, they are children at heart.
Okay. You said it was child. Alrighty. Well, it's spirit of abandonment. So,
I tried to give
how do
that
you
thing a
want to
hug.
handle this?
I tried to give that thing a hug, and it did not seem appreciatory of that.
I don't think
that approach.
This looked like giving it a hug.
I mean, worst case scenario
was like,
was it gonna grab onto it and explode? Maybe, but that was Plan B. Okay, that was Plan B. But I think
that was a quick Plan B.
Between the four of us, B for boom. It was Plan B for boom. But I think between the four of us, going to investigate an attic whisperer and a ghost, I feel like we can handle it.
Gotta find a way up there.
Well, thankfully, wait, do I remember how to get up there from the hand moving?
You would need to explore, because remember, you went up there through the vents.
Through the vents. Oh, okay. All right, gang, let's split up and search for clues.
All right, if you guys would like to try and search for a way up, let's get everyone to make me a survival check as you begin to look around.
I could probably get it through the vents, but I will still search around and help them look.
The vents are too small for someone your size.
Even with quick squeeze?
Quick squeeze is about how fast you can move, not where you fit.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Carl, you find that you are a little unfamiliar with this place as you continually do circles and laps. Your movements eventually draw the attention of the two wait staff, the male and female humanoid, servants here. They ask if you're okay because you look a little lost.
This place is just like a maze. Just trying to find my way around. So I'm good though. So good.
Are you sure, sir?
Even though you've been here before. Sorry.
Well, nonetheless, if you are looking for the restroom, they gestured and they show you the way to the restroom, just in case they suspect you might be looking.
Perfect. I walk into the bathroom and I close the door.
They move on.
Perfect. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Okay. Meanwhile, however, the rest of you seem to find your way pretty easily. Rongal, in particular, you actually do notice that there's a stairwell leading upstairs to where the rooms are, and there is a hanging ladder that when you pull on this little cable thing, the ladder will descend downwards, giving you access to the attic.
Ceiling trap door. Awesome. I will go and find the others.
Not hard. You do so.
All right. I have found a way to the attic. There is a ceiling trapdoor on the up the stairwell in the hallway.
It's a hatch.
Right.
A hatch, yes.
From behind the door, you just hear Carl. 5 more minutes. And eventually Carl opens the door and just goes to follow the group.
Okay. Making your way upstairs, you eventually find what Rongal described, the ladder leading up. Bill, you feel yourself stealing and readying for whatever distraught thing may come your way once you get up there. You have gained a natural 20 courtesy of Christina from chat.
Yeah, thank you, Christina.
Yay.
Okay.
Well, Bill will look at the rest of the group because they seem to know how they're going to deal with this. At this point, we found the place. He'll probably have to jump up, considering the height, to grab the rope, to pull it down to release the hatch and hope the ladder slips down.
I presume it's still already down. I don't imagine Rongal put it back
Oh, you
up.
mean the ladder was actually down? Okay.
Yeah, when Rongal pulled the thing, the ladder came down.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're dealing with a ghost, anyone who is good with, I'd say there's no, Neil's blanking the word. Not, well, exercising or just, is good with ghosts.
Well,
should go up there.
I feel like Bill would probably try to interject here, saying, well, Aelith, you said this was an abandoned child. So maybe we just deal with it on that front. Ignore the fact it's a ghost. It is an abandoned child. What if we just simply try to reconnect with those else in the house? Maybe it will satisfy its abandonment issues and be satisfied and just go.
We could try that.
Or plan B, and Carl starts making his suit into a proton pack, kind of like Ghostbusters, just ready to go fight an attic whisperer.
You
know how to make one of those here?
You watches it as he basically reroutes the core into his hands to create like a sort of a makeshift two-handed weapon that looks similar to the shotgun that he picked up from Lobo.
Rongul's
Just got a few
amazed he can
wires
make a
plugging
las
into it.
cannon out of his suit.
I'm not saying we'll need this, but we don't. Plan B. We don't know how many
I don't
Skelly
want
boys
to
are up
not
there.
have it.
You already had Plan B, don't you mean Plan?
This is Plan C
Yeah.
for catch a ghost. We gotta.
Catch
It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So no, we can totally go the safe, loving, caring approach. He's saying all of this as he's
We're the
constructing his
ghost
weapons, just
catchers.
getting more heavily armed.
True.
So yeah, safe and caring. Yep.
At this point, Bill probably just gives the one eyebrow raise to Aelith, shrugs, and starts climbing up the ladder.
What do we do about
Yeah.
Vax then? If because Carl said that he was a ghost too.
Well, it depends. If he's there as a child's playmate, maybe he'll just simply follow.
True. That still means that Vax is dead.
I would like to point out, I second that one, Rongul. We don't know what happened to Vax, and somebody here is lying about it, especially if the staff are telling us that he went to a medical center 3 days away.
We should.
Well, if his spirit is still here, maybe we can ask.
True.
Okay.
Sometimes
Aelith
spirits
starts following Bill, but up.
All right.
I'll
So-
follow him.
All right, so you head up with
Follow him
Bill.
up.
Yep.
All right, too easy.
I'm gonna turn to Carl and whisper really quick and say, sometimes ghosts can have a full form also. So if they look not like a blue image, spectral image, I want to see if the other three might also be ghosts sometime. If Vax was already dead, maybe the other three are already dead also.
I'll have
But
this ready just in
that's-
case, and then he just references his suit. Like, don't worry, we'll be ready. We'll be ready.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Okay,
We follow him up.
very well. All right, as you begin to climb the stairs, there is almost like a dusty, eerie quiet that lulls through the air. The air is cold, and you can see your breath sort of blowing out in front of you as you make your way to the top. The floor seems to be creaking wood and kind of doesn't look overly stable. Now, I'm just using this as a makeshift thing. I want you just to imagine, if you would, a wooden attic floor. Don't worry too much about the tendrils and things in the middle of the room, but this gives us a nice little space to be in. Okay, there we go. And we have Aelith, Birita, Coral, Rongul. Okay. As you begin to enter, you see a wide variety of boxes and storage units that's been kind of like, sort of placed around the area. The dress of a wedding gown is laid firmly, covered in like plastic and well preserved up here, along with a number of portraits with cloth draped over it. As you look around, you could see the small area in which Carl's hand, the little scouting drone, happened to have deactivated. Over by it seems to be what looks to be a folded-out picnic basket with a blanket and some like just cups and plates and stuff like that, but no food whatsoever. You can see just that it's almost like this play set had been here for quite some time. In addition, you also see what looks to be a kind of a series of scratch marks, which indicate someone having counted for quite some time. If you had to guess, you would say likely each scratch would represent a day of imprisonment, and there are quite a few that are here along the various boxes and stuff.
Hmm.
Well, if I may, Carl runs over to grab the drone to try to reconfigure his hand.
As you go over to grab the drone, another hand reaches up and places it over your own. Because you don't have a glove on that hand, you feel the cold embrace against your skin. A chill causes the hair on your forearm to stand. Well, at least it would, back when you had skin. Staring at you, eye to eye, is what appears to be your friend, Vax. You can see that he has sunken eyes, but a soft smile, as if he is relieved to see you.
Okay. Okay, after pulling his hand back, still looking at Vax, kind of 2-for-1 as he's like reassembling his hand. He's asking him, like, Vax, what happened? What can you remember?
Vax doesn't seem to be able to respond. As he opens his mouth, you watch as a slit where his throat, in the middle of his throat, opens. As he tries to get words out, all you hear is this wheezing gasp.
Hey guys, you might want to come over here. Just calls everybody.
As you turn to face the others, you look back, and Vax is gone. The others quickly make their way to join you, seeing only you standing in the middle of the room. They did not see any of that exchange.
You okay, Carl?
I think I know what happened to Vax, but we might have some bigger problems in this mansion.
Ooh.
Is there anything else notable in that immediate area? Like anything on the ground, anything where Vax was, or like where he popped out of? Anything noteworthy?
No, just he sort of appeared where your hand was. But you do now hear a ball bouncing across the attic, and all of you hear it. It rolls to a stop in the middle of the room.
Really quick question for Dag, because this is just something Neil wishes to know if I'm able to. Do spirits? Oh, I mean, because basically Rungul would use his thought sensibility that he has to see if he can sense any other thoughts in the room. Like, do spirits have thoughts?
Yes, they do. They have strong emotional connections. If you want to try and connect to it, you may do so, but you will need to make a will save.
I don't wish to connect to it. He was just looking to
Then
see if
you're
they're
not using
other
it. That's
than us
basically
four.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought thought sense was just the
Yeah, no, I know. I'm explaining
the vague thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you use it on ghosts, that'll be how it works. Like it'll open up.
It doesn't let me like talk to him or anything. It just lets me sense the
and
area.
When
I guess
you keep repeating.
Okay, sorry.
You keep repeating.
I know. I'm
thing
sorry.
Over me telling you the thing and how it works. So yeah.
Okay. If it is that, then technically, I guess Rongul would try to connect if it just happens that way. So.
All right. Then make a will save as you begin to cast out your mind to sense the thoughts of those around you.
Uh-oh.
That is unfortunate.
16.
Rongul, without realizing it, your eyes begin to tear up. As this happens, you start to cry uncontrollably. You have no idea why, but you cannot seem to stop. Tears pour across your face. You have this pit, this hole in the middle of your chest that seems to be growing bigger and bigger. You reach out to try and call out for help, but it seems to be sucked inward into that hole. And as that happens, all of a sudden, manifesting like a jarring image, shaking in your view, out of the corner of your eyes, in your peripherals, and then as soon as you turn, right there in front of you, Rongo, you see the child skeleton with the cat skull.
No.
You feel the sorrow. You feel the abandonment. You feel like someone you've trusted your entire life to your very safety can no longer be the one looking after you. You have no idea how to leave, how to look after yourself. You're paralyzed. At this point in time, you would now have the slow condition. Okay. All of you see the creature manifest. And you also see Rongal now just overwhelmed with emotions.
Yeah, Bill, Aelith, any ideas here? I saw
Bill,
this
what's
thing
going
once.
on?
Neil, I appreciate the sobbing, but we can't hear people if you keep going.
Yeah.
I heard Ayla say what's going. I thought she said
I know
Rongo,
you
what's
can
going
hear
on.
it because you don't get to hear
Oh.
yourself in your ear.
Sorry.
It's fine.
She also asked you a question.
Oh. Well, I thought I couldn't react because of
I didn't
the
say you couldn't
crying.
react, I said you're slowed.
Oh, I thought you said I was paralyzed and only thinking about the ghost, and that I couldn't respond.
No, you're just slowed.
Oh.
As in paralyzed, and you can't leave this place.
Well, you said that when I tried calling for help, I couldn't because it was coming back in. So that's kind of what I took that as.
It's an emotional thing. You're turning roleplay into mechanics again.
Oh well, that was me roleplaying your roleplay.
Well, that's why I said you have the slow condition.
Carl takes his arm off. Rongo,
So
snap out of it.
confusing.
Rongo's back.
Now you're sad, abandoned, and in pain.
Ow!
You take 1d4 points of damage.
Ow! Ow!
So, 3
Why
points.
did you do that?
Right. So, Aelith, would you be so kind as
And
to
he's
repeat
gone.
your question?
I just see the chair in the background.
Sorry, Jen.
Rongal, what's happening? What's going on?
I don't know. I can't stop. It's just so sad. And it hurts. Oh. Why, Carl? Why'd you do that?
Thought you were stuck in a trance, trying to snap you out of it.
Hey,
Welcome back.
B03 help. Carl, help me.
Yeah. So
I can
it's
slap
fair
you
to say-
again.
No. Not again. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So
I'm out of ideas.
it's fair to say that Bill will have known Rongo enough at this point, because obviously the amount of time we travelled.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just whisper, what's the best? He's just effectively being a relay for the feelings of this thing. So if
Who are
we
you
can-
asking? And that's to the group, or
I'm just saying this is why Bill is saying this to the group.
okay, yeah.
He knows, knowing Rongo enough to basically say he's likely just being an antenna to the feelings of this thing.
Mhm.
So, which might mean if we can calm the child down, we fix Rongo.
Oh, well, here's the question to you guys: is your goal to fix Rongo, or is it to communicate with the child? And if you want to communicate with the child, I mean, you have a conduit now.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cool.
So, maybe it's the way I phrased it. Is we can effectively use Rongo's emotional state as an indication of how we're communicating with the child. So if he calms down, it's an indication that we're calming the child down. That's what I'm trying to convey.
That's not how that works.
Okay.
You're going the wrong way around. You want to calm the child down to calm Rongal down, not calm Rongal
Yeah,
down.
but
to
we're
try and
using
calm the
Rongal
child.
as a mirror of the emotional state.
Yeah, to read
So we can
it.
watch him to see what we're actually doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to... Very badly, apparently.
Gotcha. All right.
While this is going on, then, is that ball within reach? The one we heard bouncing? Can I see it anywhere?
Yes, you can. It is in the center of the room.
All right, Carl walks over. Guys, I have an idea. Goes to pick up the ball.
Okay, you pick up the ball. There is no trouble.
Pitch it at Rongo. No, I'm kidding.
Rongo takes a default points of damage as the ball collides with his skull. Unfortunately, mid-air, it turns into a shot put.
No, so Carl walks over and tries to just roll the ball towards the attic whisperer, just in a playful kind of just a chill roll that could not be misinterpreted as dodgeball.
Okay.
Roll it to the child to see if there's any difference in Rongal's reaction, or see if there's any, see what happens.
The child looks at the ball and then looks at you. The child seems curious. It walks over. Rongal, the intensity starts to lull. There's still sadness, but it's not as strong. The child takes the ball and rolls it back to Carl. It's not a strong roll. It only gets about halfway across the room.
Carl will get out of the mech and then walk towards, like, leaving the mech where it stands, walk towards the ball to get the halfway, and just tries to roll it back.
All right. The child seems to now be a little bit more excited, moving with a bit of a skip in its step as it grabs onto the ball and rolls it once more, this time with enough force to reach you. It taps its two small skeletal feet over and over and over again, excitedly, waiting for you to throw it back.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bet
Bill,
it was
I
a
think
skeleton, so I actually might be happy to see another skeleton. Sorry, Garth.
No, you're good. Bill, I think you might have been right about the the approach.
Is Rongo really happy now, by the way? Oh.
You've still got that sadness, and you've still got that
okay.
abandonment and sorrow.
Okay. Hearing Carl say that, other than effectively the play picnic set that's been played out, does Bill spot anything else that we would consider toys that this child might have used in the past?
If you want to search the room, you may make anyone who wants to search the room can make a perception check to begin searching. However, bear in mind this will take you about 10 minutes to search. The child is still waiting expectantly for Carl to pick up the ball.
They all look too.
While that's going on, Carl picks up the ball and then just rolls it back.
Damn.
Tries to keep entertaining the spirit.
Sure. The spirit seems a little annoyed as you stop throwing the ball to go and search. Every now and then it'll like kind of throw the ball at you, and if you don't throw it back, it'll run over to the ball and try to throw it at you again. The feelings Rongal feels of that sadness kind of intensify a little bit more. But here you go for the following. 24 is the DC, so Aelith and Rongal. Yeah. Aelith. Actually, we'll start with Rongal. Rongal, you and Aelith both notice that there is a wide variety of supplies here. There looks to be a kind of a lunch tray with some empty plates, some scraps of food that have long since decayed that have been left here. You can see that there is water jugs. You can see that there is some reading materials. It looks as though the child was maybe possibly forced to live here for a period of time. Not a long period of time, mind you. Like there's no cot or toiletry or anything like that. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like it's a temporary prison, not a, this child has been here since they were 5 years old and they're now 12. No, it's nothing like that. Aelith, what you see is terrifying. You find a doll, but as soon as you look at this doll, there is a horrifying sight that flashes across your mind of a little girl who is missing the top of their head, and their brains are exposed. It is a flash, almost like lightning, as the doll's head reveals that, but then returns back to just being a doll's head that you hold in your hand.
Oh. Look back at the child. Can you understand us speaking?
The child seems to nod, but again, it's mostly focused on playing with the ball. It also seems to, when Carl, if Carl stops throwing the ball, it'll start running around trying to show the toys that it has. Picks up a teacup, shows you the teacup, puts down the teacup, goes over, picks up a long noodle, like, the door noodles, the big cloth ones, picks up one of them, holds it up, puts it down.
Aelith, maybe if we have tea with it, as Bill will walk over to the picnic set and sit down.
The ghost appears in front of you. It stares.
Yeah.
Hollow eyes, hollow cat skull eyes stare back at you. Core Shift has redeemed an insight bonus. You do not need to appease the ghost. The ghost is fine. What you need to do is communicate with it clearly and directly. Cookie. No vagueness. No, you're not trying to trick them or trip them up or use your conversational wiles to manipulate them. This is a 10-year-old child, and they will respond to you in kind. Notice that they do not have a mouth or lips or tongues. They do not seem to be speaking vocally, but they can understand you reasonably well. Love you, Cookie.
So saying staring at the ghost, you just say, do you want to stay here or do you want to go down with the rest of the house?
It's almost like just a few moments ago I made a point of the fact that they can't say words with their mouth. How would you want me to answer that, Schooly Eye? Like what would you like me to do here? She pours you a cup of tea. That's what she does. This 10-year-old pours you a cup of tea. An imaginary cup of tea, mind you.
Yeah, I know. That's why it was the picnic set to try and ease. Do you want to go downstairs?
Now, so it's real tea.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Sorry. Do you want to go downstairs?
She shakes her head.
Do you know what happened to our gnomish friend?
She nods.
Did something happen up here?
She nods.
Can you show us where that happened?
She makes her way over to a part of the room hidden by boxes. She moves the boxes aside, and very hastily it seems that someone had moved some of these boxes over the top of what looks to be a large blood splatter, behind which is just the scene of a fight. You could see that some of the cloth has been torn. You could see some of the wood has been broken apart where something has been slammed hard against the wall. There was definitely a struggle of some kind. And lots of blood. Gnome blood.
No.
I'm joking. You don't do that. You know, whatever.
It's still gnome blood, though.
Back to the attic whisperer. Do you know who did this? Did you see what happened?
She nods. At this point, you see the ghost of Vax appear over the blood stain.
Ooh.
It's sort of almost like he's having difficulty manifesting. He flickers in and out. The smoke seems to give way, catch the light, but then disappear.
While he's flickering in and out very quickly, Vax, did the staff do this to you?
He nods, and as he does so, he disappears.
Just, was that a yes nod or a no?
Yeah, it was
nod?
a yes nod. Sorry, yes.
Okay.
That's shaking your head. That's not a nod.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You have to beat up some staff.
Yeah, guys, I think we might have a problem here.
The child seems to set out a tea set for, because Bilratar's with her. She puts one tea set out. She puts out, in addition to Bilratar's set, and one for Carl, one for Rongul, one for Aelith, she puts out 3 more teacups. She takes one of them and puts them on the bloodstain. And then she starts drinking one of the ones for her.
So, just to be clear, there's 2 extra that aren't on the bloodstain or for any of us. There's 2 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 unaccompanied cups on the mat.
Are you expecting somebody else?
She seems to panic a little bit. She puts down her teacup and she begins to tremble.
It is okay. You're safe with us.
Make a diplomacy check.
Oh boy. You see?
I'll wait for after this one's done.
Yeah. Our person with more charisma is no longer with us. That's the best I could do.
All right. While the sentiment is kind, it somewhat falls on deaf ears. She's still quite afraid of something or someone.
Okay, so Belle's idea, since obviously she's only able to shake her head, is there a scrap of paper or something like that in here? I mean, with it being child and potentially drawing supplies.
Sure, I'd say that there's some crayons and some drawing supplies.
He'll ask if she can draw an outline of the one that scares her. So emphasizing that we might be able to protect her from it.
She draws a man with purple eyes and a ram's skull mask.
No. No.
Did you guys have dreams about a ram mask? Does this look familiar to you guys too?
Yes.
Still trembling. Yes. Very much.
You've all dreamt of this man with the ram mask. You've all felt them in your dream, but part of you hoped deeply that it was just a dream. It seems as though this guy, this purple-eyed, ram-skulled man, not only killed or was responsible for whatever terror grips the Attic Whisperer, but possibly is also the person that took out Vax, meaning that they are not only among the staff, but in the house.
Oh. Rungul's still trembling. He's actually going to take because I don't know if he would think it's impolite to not take the teacup with him to keep drinking it because it might upset her.
You pretend to drink the tea. Very well.
Okay. But he will get up and go check the ladder and just make sure, because no one's been looking to see. The ladder's just been out.
It has been out. It is accessible. As you go towards the ladder, you hear footsteps. Making their way down the corridor towards the ladder.
I'm going to, without saying anything, because I'm going to telepathically connect to, I think Bilritar would be the first one I think of, and I just say, "There's someone coming," in his head.
Bill will just respond saying, "Pull the ladder up, close the hatch."
I think they're coming up the ladder.
You see a shadow cast down the corridor towards the ladder. It is coming closer.
Oh. Okay. Then I will try to grab the ladder and pull it up and close the hatch.
Okay. The ladder goes up. The hatch closes. The footsteps get closer. A little bit more hasted now, having seen the ladder go up.
Oh.
Like I said, the shadow, it's just
Yeah, okay.
where the corridor is now.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys do?
Carl runs straight back to his mech, hops right back in, and just pulls out a shotgun. Pulls out that shotgun he's been holding on to for a little bit now. Just
Guys,
in case.
they know, they're coming.
You hear the sound of the latch being grabbed from below.
I'm gonna try to hold it shut.
There's nothing to grab. There's nothing to hold.
Yeah.
There's a ladder to hold on to.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can hold on to the actual ladder mechanism. Yep, you're holding it onto it. Make an athletics check as you're trying to hold it.
Yeah. Bill, meanwhile, will turn to the kid and say, loud enough for Ellie, saying, "Time to play some hide
28.
and seek."
Can you repeat that, Bill?
Said,
Oh, sorry.
"Time to play some hide and seek." To the kid, obviously, but with you there as well.
The kid will disappear.
Yeah.
Rongo, you are able to
28.
hold the ladder for the time being. You definitely feel someone tugging quite hard to try and pull it down, but you managed to keep it up.
When we were searching around earlier, the ladder was the only entry point. Like, that was the only spot we saw, yes?
If you look around and you clear out some of the paintings, because you guys did search and Aelith did get a natural 20, there is a circular window a little bit off the ground above some of the paintings in the far corner. So it's like at the edge of the building, you could see a way down to the courtyard, potentially.
Okay. Carl just walks over to the ladder and doesn't help Rongol. But he's just ready to aim the shotgun straight down the ladder.
Sure.
Hey,
Rongo, you see that?
Yeah. I'm gonna telepathically connect to Carl, and this is the first time this would have happened for you, Carl. But in your head, you hear, as I see you point the gun, I just say, "If you want, I can 3, 2, 1, open as hard as I can and see if it disorients whoever's trying to open this." And then you shoot him. Or get ready to shoot him.
Make another athletics check.
Let's see. Just Carl kind of scans the room to see if everybody else is on the same page.
Oh no! 15.
Do you want to use your hero point?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Make another roll.
I like how you asked me this time. I got another 3.
All right, Rongo. The ladder pulls out from underneath you as you say this to Carl. You go tumbling down the stairs. Carl, you aim your gun and you point it over as quick as you can, and at the bottom of the stairs, you see Rongol at the feet of the butler.
Oh.
Sorry, sir. What are you doing up there?
Heard some rats, some mice. Thought you might have a pest problem.
Well, it is. Well, he says it is quite dangerous. I can assure you that there are no such rodents. If you would, some of the master's personal effects and those of his ancestors are currently in storage up there. It would not do well if there was any damaged. Could you and your companions please descend from the attic at once?
Does he know that it's everybody, or did he just see me and Rongol?
He presumes that there's the rest of you. He doesn't know that there's the rest of you.
I can't think of a way to communicate this to make it subtle. So Carl just walks.
You're telepathically linked to everyone with Rongol.
Oh,
nope,
that's
it's
everybody.
just 1v1.
Yeah, but he can tell Rongol, and Rongol can tell someone else.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so as Carl's going down the ladder, then.
Don't I have to see them?
You're aware of their presence in the vicinity, so that's fine.
Oh, I guess with thought sense, if I can connect just using the 30
Neil,
cents
I will
instead.
take it away from you if you want me to.
No, that's
Then
just...
stop explaining why
I'm
it
sorry.
wouldn't work.
Okay.
Just accept what I've said. Okay,
Just
yeah.
roll with
Alright.
it.
So back to
okay.
it.
As Carl's going down the ladder, then he speaks to the butler. Well, Rongol's the hunter, so he was interested about the animals. I figured I'd go for backup in case he found something. Don't know where the other two went. Start heading down, and the whole time I'm trying to telepathically, just like simultaneously, so I'm not just standing silent at the butler. I'm just thinking, do we want to, like, conveying a message as quickly as possible in that time? Do we want to split up, search for clues? Do you guys want to keep looking in the attic? Give us 5 minutes, like, however that would be. I don't know the length of the message or how long I have to talk there for
It's
this.
just open communication. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, guys, do you want to split up? We know the staff is up to something. We can distract the butler, and we can investigate the staff a little bit if you guys want to keep looking at the attic.
Just hide if he decides to come up there.
Well, we can distract him to make sure he doesn't, if needed.
You want to keep looking around up here, Bill? She's gonna whisper it.
Max was at least killed up here. And I'm guessing we've not seen his body, just the blood splatter.
Just the blood splatter, no body.
Yep. I don't know about you, but that implies that something dragged him out of here. We might be able to follow a trail.
There is no trail.
Well, we know the staff doesn't want us here. Or we know the staff is up to something and they don't want us in the attic. So there might be something else to find. We can distract the staff and see if we can figure out what's going on with them. See if we can get anything out of them while you guys keep searching the attic.
A temporary split up. I like it.
Go full
You all
Scooby-Doo.
need to respond in some way, shape, or form because
split up,
I'll
and
leave
search
this-
for clues.
Yeah, I'll leave this for Jen to decide because obviously I've been very proactive going up. So if Jen, you as a character want to stay up here, Bill will keep you company to look around.
I think we need to see if we can find anything up here.
Okay.
Very well.
So Carl is convincing Olwyn that it is just Rongol and Carl. I need a deception check from you in order to try and deceive Master Olwyn. Do you even have stats? Oh, that's pretty good.
Damn.
Yeah, so about that.
Let's have a look here. I would count this guy as a
CR30, because all butlers are that strong.
I'm just having a look at a series of just random NPCs, and which one would suit him the best. I would say that what would suit him the best? The Grand Inquisitor. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
What? Whoa.
Well, it's not a bad one. I think I can do better though. Okay, that's one good one. Oh, look, there's a poacher.
We already got one.
Oh, that's wrong, go.
No! Give me poacher stats. How dare you? That'll be when Rungul loses his mind and goes crazy on the party. Poacher
Perfect.
indeed.
This will work perfectly. Okay. A veteran noble. Because I think he just in terms of him knowing all the noble stuff. So let's see.
Yeah.
Perception check. Okay. It's not an impossible roll for him to make. But he gets a 23. So he does not pick your lie. He says, very good, sir. Well, if you and Master Rongol will step down, I'm sure we can find something to entertain you.
Already down here.
I'm sure you perhaps would like to see some of the trophies that were acquired by Professor Riddleson's late grandfather. Many expeditions were done through the Shudderwoods, and many trophies were claimed.
Ooh.
We often keep them away for visitors with weaker constitutions, but I'm sure we can set the displays out for you to enjoy.
That sounds
I would love to see
amazing.
these trophies.
Where would that be?
Well, if you wait in the sitting room, I will ensure that the library has been furnished to include the those rarer artifacts.
Ooh.
All right, I was just making sure he wasn't about to go up into the attic.
Yeah, they're all in the attic. Yes, I'll go grab them. No,
Okay, cool. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
We'll distract him.
No,
Oh
they
yeah,
can't.
we'd love to see. Oh shit!
Bill pulls a Homer and tries to
We've
be a
ruined the
golden
plan almost immediately.
Break the plan. Throw away the plan.
All
That
right.
sounds great. That sounds great. We would love to see them.
Okay, so Carl and Rongol, the two of you go to the sitting room. There you'll wait for about half an hour or so before going to the library. B03 and Aleph, in the meantime, you are still in the attic. Is there anything you wish to do whilst there?
Should we try questioning the spirit again? Do you want to start looking around, see if we can maybe find a body?
So, and this is me trying to remember. We've heard tales about the secret passageways in this place, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So Bill will say to Alice, if you want to keep questioning, I suspect they probably didn't take a corpse out by that ladder. I want to see if there's a false wall.
You search around, there's no false walls. You're incorrect. They did take him down by the ladder. Aleph, questions?
Okay.
Out the window.
Is there anybody She'd want to know if it was somebody on staff, like one of the servants or the butler, or somebody here that would have done this.
All right, you've expressed your desire. Now we vocalize through Aelith's voice what it is we ask the child who cannot speak, so that they can respond to you.
Do I have writing implements?
Did one of the people that work and live here do this? And she's going to point to
The blood
first
stain.
the blood stain, and then to her, the little girl as well.
You're asking two questions in that regard.
Okay. So first the blood stain.
She will nod.
Was it the same person that did this to you?
She shakes her head.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Take your time. Remember,
Is
when interrogating, the who, when, where, what, and why is always the important bit. But you, as Aelith, what are you trying to find out here? Like, why are you talking to the ghost? Set your goals and then go for achieving them.
Can I ask something kind of on topic?
Please, yeah.
Okay. Earlier when we were in the attic and I was asking the ghost stuff, should I need to vocalize that to everybody? Because I assumed it was in like...
It's, you guys were in close enough proximity that everyone would have heard what was shared here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No worries. I know a lot was going on, so like no worries if like information is lost.
No,
I just want to make sure I didn't have to be like, I inform everybody, or like, okay, cool.
Alright, so Aelith.
Okay. Did you hear the person talking at the bottom of the stairs to our two companions?
She nods.
Was he the person that did this?
She shakes her head.
Okay. So, not the butler.
Okay, but
so
remember,
it wasn't the butler in the attic.
Okay, but remember.
With the candlestick.
But remember, what is your personal goal here with your character? Like, what's the group's goal? Everyone can chime in here. What is your group's goal right now?
To
To
find
live
out
long
who
enough till Riddleson
did
shows up.
this.
Yeah, you're waiting until Dr. Riddleson shows up. What have you discovered about Riddleson's home?
Is very haunted.
It's haunted? Anything else?
All
There's
the
been a
people that
murder.
he's hired are progressively disappearing.
And who is he hiring?
The Gatewalkers.
Oh no.
Yeah, my goal right now is to interrogate the staff because definitely something's a little shady here.
Absolutely.
They're hiring gatewalkers, and then gatewalkers are going
missing
mysteriously, and they just so happen to have bloodstains and ghosts in their house.
Is there a question
Well-
that now comes into mind for you, Aelith?
Well, my thought was earlier when the scene with Rongol and everything was going on is Purple Eyes Riddleston, but Aelith has never met Riddleston. She
Yeah.
only knows him through Bill, Lushara, Viv, Ursini. Yep. So she doesn't know what this person looks like. So that's why I haven't leaned into him. Because my thought was, is Riddleston the person in the Ram's mask?
Sure. Good theory. I like it. Theories are good. We love theories.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me.
But we're
But since
confirming.
Aelith is,
But Aelith can figure those things out too. Aelith can have these suspicions. The thing is,
Are we allowed to
what
say
are we,
things
what
as
are we trying to?
players?
What's something we'd like to maybe confirm about this child? Something perhaps that they might have in common. Anyone?
did you go through the gates
She nods.
and come back without memories?
She nods.
Were you asked to come here by Riddleston?
She nods.
Riddleson? Is he here in the house now?
She shakes her head.
Oh my god! And I was like, wait, whoa.
You guys are doing great. It's great. You found the thread and now you're pulling on it, and I love it. Let's keep going. This is working.
I was waiting for that yes, and I'll be like, oh my god, what?
Turns out Carl is actually Riddleson.
No! We gotta kill Carl.
What a twist!
We've split
Well,
the party
Minotaur,
all according to plan.
Looks like we have to kill Carl now.
Okay.
What?
So is Riddleson in the house? No, is the answer.
Has he been here within the last couple of days?
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the answer.
She shakes her head.
No. Okay. Well, probably wasn't him.
Bill will then just ask from the side. Is he working alone?
She shakes her head and she starts to cry, she starts to tremble. And that is when something happens.
Do I still feel that, by the way, from where I am?
Oh no, sorry, you're fine. You're cured of that.
Okay.
That thing.
I kind of
As
thought
soon as
so,
you
but I
leave
figured
as soon
I'd
as
ask
you
just in
leave
case.
the attic, you no longer can sense.
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Now, the windows suddenly turn black. Once again, you see those handprints everywhere. As something drips down, almost like this thick, viscous, inky substance gloops like a string of black honey down into the room. You watch as the little girl tries to close her eyes and she tries to disappear, but she shakes for a moment but remains. That is when you see a almost like a piscine eyeball suddenly appear in the honey, along with what looks to be a seam that grows. A mouth begins to form, then another and another eye, another mouth, another eye, another mouth. And as it does so, you watch as the girl tries to move, but her feet are stuck. The goo continues to descend and then open this large maw. But just before it is able to do anything, all of the eyes transfix upon B03 and Aelith. The mouth closes. All of them smile. And they all simultaneously say, "You've arrived. You're early. We've been expecting you. Soon, my friends." And with that, a large frog-like tongue whips out, grabs the attic whisperer, and sucks it into the black mass, which starts to roll into itself, back into the ceiling, and then with a huge spray and a splash, everything is covered in this rain that is literally like ink. It stains you black from head to toe. As we then go to the waiting room.
So is that just
You
before
guys made me eat.
would Bill have at least recognized the voice?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
Not in the slightest. Let me see if I can give you a glimpse of this thing.
Oh. That was spooky.
Thank you.
We're just over here chilling in the waiting room.
Just
Waiting
chill
room.
vibes.
Do
That's
do
all.
do 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 do.
All that's going on. It's
Yeah.
like, how do you think it's going in the attic?
Okay.
I
Reading a
was just
book.
reading all the monster books on monsters. He's reading Monster Manuals.
All right, here we go. So this is the thing.
Whoa.
There you go. You guys get a glimpse of it. Okay? So that's kind of what you see in the blacky ink that just sort of comes out. That's the substance you can see there.
That is cool.
All right? And that's what snatches them up. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Carl and Rongol.
Asper, the friendly ghost. The friendly ghost. No. Yes.
Okay? What do you do as you come into the waiting room?
Are the trophies displayed?
No. This is before then. You have like half an hour before
Oh.
they're all done. This is just if you want to talk to like say some of the other people or whatever, you may do so.
Yeah. Okay.
Or talk to Carl. I mean, it's up to you guys.
I'll talk to Carl.
So-
What do you think's going on?
Everything.
I'm not 100.
Everything that's going on. The entire plot. What do you believe is going on?
Not 100% sure yet. I've had some suspicions about Riddleson potentially not being on the up and up, but he's the only one that's promised answers. But I know he was getting into some stuff with, or there was some talk about lich gates, some shady stuff, and now seeing the staff in his house, I'm starting to think it might not be rumors.
We got to be careful around the staff for sure.
And in this room, Dag, is it only the butler right now as far as staff, or is there?
No, the butler's not here. The butler is busy getting everything together.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly just
all
your,
the other three that are here.
Yeah, it's just mostly your other teammates.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. We gotta keep an eye on the other guests. Make sure they don't turn out to be like Vex or Vex.
That's actually a good idea. We should see if they've seen anything or experienced anything weird or heard anything from Vex from before he went into the attic.
All right, who do you want to talk to first?
At this point, I think I'll go speak to our friend down bottom left.
Okay, Isandon.
Yes.
Okay, heading over and
And
speaking.
Oh, sorry.
You want you want to split up and talk to someone else?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll go with him.
Okay, Isandon looks wearily out the window. A storm is brewing on the horizon. It's strange. Lepistad is no stranger to ill weather, yet here I am concerned. Monsters knock at the door, yet precipitation has my worry. Is that not strange?
It might be. What about this is worrying? Out of the normal.
I'm not sure. Perhaps it simply carries an ill wind from the east. Perhaps it is my desire to simply return home. Say,
well,
Carl, we've known each other for some time now, yes?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Speak plainly and honestly. Do you believe what Ulwyn said, that Vax has returned to receive treatment for food poisoning?
I don't think so. Something about it seemed a little weird. Why wouldn't Vax have mentioned anything to any of us? Why was he the only one that seemed to get ill when nobody else did? Carl's not cluing into the fact that he found his ghost.
Sure. Vax was...
Yeah, 'cause we all ate the same food.
Exactly what I was thinking. Vax was many things. He may have been a little quirky when it came to his conspiracies, but he was a tried and tested ally. It is not like him to simply disappear without saying anything. He believed in conspiracies, and yet, in his absence, I find myself falling into the thought patterns he left behind, like a shadow of his presence still lurking in this room, asking me to beg the question of who and what is really transpiring here at the estate.
You guys have been here for a while, since before I left to go find Rongol, Bill, and Aelith. In that time, did you notice anything weird while I was gone? Did anything
There was
Happen?
something quite strange. I don't speak of it much, but every night, every evening after supper, the two servants, they seem to disappear. And I don't mean they aren't anywhere to be found. No door, no window, no manner of egress to leave from. They simply are no longer present after the evening meal.
That is quite strange.
I thought perhaps they simply were skilled at their jobs, servants that are better not seen or heard. But it gives the place an air of isolation, despite its vastness and occupancy.
Do you know where the servants' quarters are?
No. Come to think of it, I don't believe that in all of my explorations of the house I've even come across anywhere I would even consider to be somewhere for the staff to sleep.
I haven't either. I did see their bathroom, though. Pretty good.
Yes, the bathrooms are quite luxurious.
Carl. Bathrooms are pretty.
All right. Well, thank you for a little chat. Is there anything else before we go?
Just look after yourselves.
You do the same.
Oh, thank you. He'll go back to his musing at the window.
I'm thinking we should go talk to our librarian friend at the other window.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to her about. Eventually, Rongol wants to talk to her about like astrology stuff, but
You can
maybe
do that.
we can.
You've got some time.
Yeah,
here.
we can do that as an intro.
You make your way over across the room to Lunja.
Hello there.
Yes, hello.
Hello. I understand you study astrology, correct?
That is correct. I am quite the scholar. I have learnt many things from the University of Miskatonic. It is my privilege to have been able to observe the stars, as well as the spaces in between as well. Though many people speak of things such as monsters and creatures which exist between these places, I believe in something a lot more grounded in science. I believe that upon looking upon the stars, we can learn much about our place in the universe and how all of the pieces, the fabrics of existence can string together in order to create a uniform, conscious, and understandable reality. Though we have things such as magic, those magical users still have rules that they must follow, governed by the laws of the universe.
That's exactly what I think too. It's exactly right.
Okay, then repeat it back
Anyway.
to me.
No.
You lying son of a bitch. Don't pretend. Don't wait for me to say all of this very intelligent thing and then just say, oh yeah, no, I agree too. Like you know everything I am saying.
That's an answer, though. Are you kidding me?
You motherfucker.
You'd be surprised how big space could be. There's actually more than you know from just being here.
Indeed.
But I see the same stars that you do, so.
I should hope so.
If I may interject, this in this highly intelligent conversation where everybody knows what they're talking about, I am curious. You mentioned magic, monsters, their correlation to the universe. You noticed anything weird? Anything weird around here that might correlate to some strange magic, some strange monsters? And if so, what are your thoughts on it?
Weird. You use probably the most appropriate word. There is much that is weird about this place. Ever since arriving, it is almost as if I have felt the breath of death behind my neck at all times. It is hard to sleep, to rest. No matter what I do, I cannot seem to take my mind off it. It's like someone is observing us. Almost as if we, and in turn, are some kind of experiment. Someone is observing, learning from us. Sorry,
well,
real quick. Did she give you guys a key at some point or another?
I believe it was the other gentleman, by the fireplace.
Cool, gotcha. As long as you got the key, all good. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. What's your okay? Being observed, you think we're in an experiment. What's your What's your thoughts? What's your thinking? What type of experiment? There is a lot of stuff in this house that is weird, but there's a lot of things that are weird. For weird to stand out, it's a special type of weird. I'm gonna see how many times I can say the word weird. Weird.
Weird.
Weird. You know, if you say a word, enough, it actually doesn't stop. It doesn't sound like a word anymore.
Which is weird.
Weird. It's weird.
Weird.
It is weird, isn't it?
So weird.
It's really weird. Weird how that works. Huh.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh, but yeah, what type of experiment? What type of weird experiment are you thinking that might be a little weird around here?
She places her hand upon her chin, pinching it as she furrows her eyebrows and paces in front of the fireplace. Well, if I were to assume myself and the others to be a test subject, then the one thing in common is the symbol, as well as the experience in the Eodara. Traversing through the gate might have a variety of different effects, depending on who travels. Rongal, that was your name, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Since passing through the gate, you have the memories of your life beforehand, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And you have your memories of the time after passing the gate.
Yes.
Before, when you were, of course, your usual self, did you have a power? Some sort of great and unique ability?
I know what you're talking about, and no, I did not have that power.
You see, every one of us has acquired a deviancy. Not only were our memories changed, but almost our DNA, our very sense of self, was corrupted by something. I think perhaps it is this deviancy that is being observed. How many times someone utilizes it and allows it to take over their body? How many can withstand the temptation of being able to use it.
You're saying it's slowly changing us the more.
I believe that is what is being observed. That the more these deviant powers become a part of you, the more you are no longer the person who went into the gate, but something different. I would also like some appreciation for how hard this accent is to do for a long period of time.
Oh, it's really good.
Thank you.
It's a very,
I didn't
very,
even
very good
notice
accent.
that it wasn't the real accent.
Now, I've got one more question
Or it is a
that
real
will...
accent, I mean, but...
I've got one more question that will require you to speak in that accent for about 13 more minutes. No.
Is it a weird question? I only
would say
answer
it's-
weird questions.
It is a little weird, but I'll confer with my friend Rongol before bringing anything else to your attention. Hey, Rongol.
Yeah, what's
We
up?
kind of step away so we're out of earshot. I want to make that very clear. We're out of earshot.
Oh,
Sure.
actually, well, we can stand there and just talk to each other in our heads as like connect
Oh, that
us.
works.
But that would
works.
look
Well,
weird to her too, because we're just talking to each other while standing there. So I guess we could move away.
I have an idea, Rongol.
What's up?
I don't know if it's a good one, but I'm noticing a pattern between everybody noticing some weird stuff, Bex going missing, air quotes around missing. I know they're still up in the attic, but I think we should get everybody in this room together and all at once tell them we found Vex's ghost and a pile of blood. I think we should tell them
Tell these guys in here
everything that we have found.
Okay. I think that is a very good idea.
I think it might instill a riot of some sorts, but it seems like everybody's had some weird experiences.
Okay.
I think we should confer about the weird experiences we've found.
All right, let's go get Vilratar and Aelith, and then also leave these guys in this
Oh, no.
room so something can happen to them.
Oh no, we still got to distract the staff. We still got to distract the staff here. I think we should get everybody that's in this room. Bill and Aelith, they're doing great. They're doing great up in the attic.
Oh,
What
okay.
could possibly be going
you
wrong?
just want to
What could
say this
possibly
to
be
them
going
now.
wrong?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
at
let's
this,
everybody
say
in
at
this
this
room.
point in time, is when Bill and Aelith will return. And as they do so, they are just covered, dripping with the black ink.
Okay, I think this is a good time to tell everyone.
Yeah,
Seeing
now sounds like a
Vilratar
good
and
time.
Aelith.
Now sounds like a great time, actually. You know what? It sounds like a great time.
Hey, everyone, please gather around.
Well, hang on. Well, no.
Oh.
But okay. First of all, how about we
Sorry.
how about we have a reaction to them
Well, yeah.
entering looking the way they do before we decide?
I think
to spill
that
the
was
beans?
the reaction.
I mean, efficiency. Yes, sharing all of the lore and stuff with everyone is good, but this is the first time your characters are seeing them doused in inky black liquid. They look horrifying.
Well, see,
and
here's
that
the
was
thing.
Rongo's reaction. It's like,
I'm aware that this is the first thing this is the first time we're seeing them now, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take that as a as a sign. You know, we're talking about some weird stuff. What could possibly be going wrong? What could be weirder than this? Oh, sees him walk in. Yeah, that's pretty. I'd say that's weird. I'd say that's pretty weird.
Perfect.
And then we just kind of huddle up with Bill and Aelith first, and then try to just kind of draw everyone in, so at least everybody's within earshot of whatever.
Oh, yeah, everyone's definitely in earshot, and everyone's definitely drawn eyes to Bill and Aelith's entrance. Bill and Aelith, as you enter.
Bill's probably walking in with the feeling of absolute disgust clearly on his face. I mean, he's used to blood, but not this strange blacky ink.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like honey.
Rongul, stop eating random stuff.
No.
Stop licking your teammates, you weirdo.
That's it.
Good lord.
I was just from the description that Dag said earlier. That was me saying that, not Rongul.
Rongul's just licking Bill's biceps, just all the weird stuff off of it.
Tastes like honey. It's like a
Just
gecko,
gets a slap.
you know like when a gecko's sitting on a fruit and it's like.
New ogre power. My tongue extends, and no, I don't think actual ogres or trolls can do that.
Anyway, let's give Bill Retire a chance to actually say anything. You know, that'd be
Bill,
nice.
what happened?
What the fuck? Ooh. I guess you're orange. Yeah.
Well, something knows we're here, and is waiting for us.
Ooh.
Our friend from the other night.
The inky hands.
Oh, you saw the inky hands again? You saw the black void, but we
Oh.
didn't see anything in here, correct, Dag?
Correct. You saw like downstairs, nothing changed.
That is interesting, because everything was fine down here.
No, Rongul says the inky hands from the night before we saw the inky hands on the window. If it left behind the ink marks.
Yeah. Although I wouldn't exactly call this thing hands.
Was there something else?
Eyes, teeth. A grinning smile, the fact that it recognized us.
You know, that sounds pretty weird.
It was expecting us.
Ooh.
Uh,
Alright, yes, we need
what do you
to
get-
tell everybody.
what do you guys think of telling everybody just basically everything at this point? I should make the distinction. Is Rongul's like telepathic link? Is that whenever we're in the room, or is that something he has to do? I don't want to just be. I don't want to be standing in front of everyone.
No, it's fine. As long as
Okay.
Rongul has the connection, that's fine.
Okay, I just don't want to be standing in front of everybody. Like, should we tell them? And everybody's like, "Tell us what?"
I think you
To
do
be
have
honest,
to
Bill
specifically
would just
say
be more
you're
questioning.
telepathically speaking, though, otherwise Michael might just think we're saying it out loud, so...
And Bill would just probably just stare at you saying, and you think they don't have any questions when we walk in like this?
Right.
That's fair, but do we want to tell them that we found Vex's ghost and the child? Or do we
That's
think
right.
something's happened and they might be in on it?
They're your teammates. Do you not trust them?
They were here for a long time while I was looking for you guys. I trust them, but something's been going on, and it's already affecting the staff that's in this house. I don't know how far things have gone. Everybody's
Okay, so
on
for-
edge, acting a little
So for
weird.
the record, that means Bill is assuming Carl does not trust his own teammates going forward.
Fair.
Okay, so let's tell them.
All right, and then with no objections, I guess Carl.
Did you... Oh, wait. Guys, did you find anything else up while you were up there? I guess we
she
can
looks
find
at
that out if we
Bill, she
plan on
looks
telling
down
them.
at herself. Yeah, I think we found something.
Okay, I guess we'll find out when everyone else finds out too, so... Alright.
Carl just informs everybody in the room that we found Vex's ghost and informs that something happened in the attic.
Okay. At this point in time, the others are brought together around, and you begin to share everything you've learned in the attic about the staff member potentially being the one of the killers, about the butler not being recognized, about the man in the mask. Every one of your other teammates also has had the same dream, or their own version of that dream with the man in the mask. They also don't like the idea that Vax is dead. Isendon, the elf cartographer, he kind of, again, suspected, so he's not as surprised, but the other two are actually quite taken back by the idea that Vax is dead. Like I said, you've been traveling for a while. You are close, for sure. As you continue your fill of it, the others spend most of their time listening, but then, suddenly, the curtains swing open. The butler says, "The dining room has been prepared for the evening meal. If you would all follow me. We have a special presentation to show everyone." And an honored guest will be joining us for the evening as well.
Is it Riddleson? Oh, no, honored guest.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right. You begin to make your way towards the dining room.
I assume if Bill and Aelf are still looking very messy, he'd probably insist that we get cleaned up
He
before
will.
that.
He will. Yeah. You will be offered some new clothes and to clean up good and proper before presenting yourself. As you are brought into the dining room, everyone is seated across the table, and there is another individual here who most of you do not recognize. Sorry, one moment while I pull this up real quick. As you look at this individual who is, it kind of almost looks like they've been sitting here like kind of waiting for you, and then the moment you get here they stand up. No sense of real understanding of decorum or anything like that. Definitely not the sort to kind of like do the whole what do you call it? Like the nobleman thing.
The etiquette, bow and greet.
Right. And what you see is this individual here. Sorry, one moment. I will add it to the... Obey me, damn it. Okay. Sorry, 2 seconds. And just move this here, move that there. There we go. Okay. All right. You see the following individual who rises to greet you. B03, you are the only person who recognizes this individual. This is Ghislaine Forgefist, one of the members of your mercenary company. You saw Ghislaine murdered in cold blood. You remember his torso split in twain by a large axe, his body riddled with arrows, as he lay in a pool of his own blood. As he stands up to greet you all, he sees B03. He doesn't have a smile. He kind of has this sort of tired look, like a man who's walked 1,000 miles and then 1,000 more. And he goes out. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah,
I know exactly where you're going.
I caught that.
Cool.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hello, Captain. Wait, what was your rank in the mercenary company? Were you the leader of the mercenary company?"
Oh hell no.
No?
We kind of said he was.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Just another guy. He goes, "Hello, Bill. Long time."
hi. How are you here?
Now, come on, Bill. Is that any way to talk to one of your old clansmen?
Oh, you look a lot more livelier than last time I saw you.
Aye, and
He'll
you
walk
look...
over and basically try and do the meaty fist against his shoulder.
He sort of smiles and grabs you by the forearm, and he says, "Aye, and you still look like a walking pile of shite." He grabs you by the shoulders, and he gives you like this affectionate headbutt. As your skulls collide, he laughs and he says, "God, I never thought I'd see you again."
Same. I didn't think anyone else made it out. Certainly not you.
Well, you know, it takes a lot more than an ornery hobgoblin to take down the likes of me. I heard you've been doing some work for this science professor sort of fella. I tracked him down here. I, well, may have demanded to see him late at night and got sent away at the door by his manservant there. But I persisted, and they invited me to dinner. Joke's on them, I'll eat them at a house and home. Twice as much if you're here.
It's not so much the eating that we need to do. It's the drinking as we catch up.
He chortles. The butler kind of Master Forgefist claimed that he wished to see you based on business. Upon the conclusion of this business after dinner, he will be asked to vacate the premises. Unfortunately, the guest quarters are reserved for those of Mr. Riddleson's guests. Oh, I know here. There's no clean beds for old Ghislaine. But don't you worry. I'll have my business sorted out quick, smart, and in a hurry. As long as you bring me some good meats and cheeses, eh? Come on, I'm sure you've got something stashed away in that cellar. He says, "No, all the good stuff is kept up the front." He says, yeah, sure it is. As this happens, the other servants, the two maids and stuff, they start bringing stuff out. He says, "Look, Bill, the reason I came back here is to warn you. Ostra, he's tracking you. He's ready to come and finish what he started."
You mean say he's still alive?
Aye.
That bastard.
He's still alive. And worse still. And at this point, he'll move his beard aside and show you the vicious scar he has. He says, "This old wound still aches every time a hobgoblin's near. And it's throbbing, Bill. Listen, I no plan to stay here in this trumped-up place. But if that bastard's coming for you, I want you to know I've got your back. And I'll make sure He doesn't even get to see the whites of your eyes before I lop his head off his filthy goblin body.
Yeah, I'm part surprised he's focused on me. Last I heard, he wanted a weapon for his crew.
What do you think he's using it on?
Fair. Not that I was planning on taking it from him, using it on himself.
He would deserve a lot worse. But we can take care of that after the food. Lords, I'm starving! And the food starts to come out. People start to eat. All of you kind of eye suspiciously at the servants who, as was said before, will leave after the evening meal and no longer be seen. Do any of you want to do anything in regards to that? Or are you going to eat, enjoy, and then go to bed at your own leisure?
As Rongul is eating, he's just going to look at this new person and see if there is a Gatewalker symbol on them.
No, there's not. Make a perception check, though.
Hmm. 29.
You do notice something odd sort of around his ears. He's got like frostbite on like his earlobes and on his, like his extremities, you know what I mean? Like he's wearing gloves so you can't really see them, but you can see kind of like on the tips of his ears and stuff there's a little bit of this blackened skin, like he'd been walking through the snow for a while.
Is it that cold around here, or is it like...
To the north it can get quite cold, yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you to the north recently?
He looks and he goes, "Aye, what's it to you?"
Well, your ears are just, they're like frostbitten, so it's not that cold around here, so I thought you
Don't
might...
worry about it. Worrying about frostbite's something that the wee humans do. We dwarves were made of sterner stuff than that.
Hmm.
Good, I'm glad we had that talk.
Bill, have you been to the north?
Not important, Neil. We're 15
Sorry.
minutes over.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Does anyone do anything in regards to the two servants who are about to leave?
Yes. Is there anything on them as far as a bag or an apron or his pockets or something that wouldn't be noticeably, or that could, just wouldn't be noticeably do they have any bags? Let's just start with that.
they've got like a sort of like a little pouch at the front of their aprons. You know what I mean? Like when they'll have like a little pouch like that's there, but that's about it.
Okay, and there's nothing tonight specifically that's been like more obviously, or is anything different compared to other nights? Nothing that stands out now versus other.
They're very quiet. They're very kept to themselves, and they work so beautifully in tandem. That is odd, but nothing different to how you were treated yesterday.
Alrighty. Carl grabs a shotgun. No. Can I try to take apart, basically make the smaller version of the hand, not to reuse the same thing here, but I'm curious where they go. So I want to see if there's a way that I could put part of the suit into the pocket, whether like the optical lens, put part of something that I could track.
Okay, make a thievery check.
Just rips off a part of the finger and throws it in their pocket for me. Kobe. Wow!
Oh,
Natural 20, nice. All right, you managed to slip one. Like, let's just say it's just a cog, like just from your chest piece. You kind of like almost like a medallion. You've grabbed like one of your buttons and you've just dropped it in while they were serving you wine or serving you food, and they've come past you. Very, very surreptitiously, they have not noticed in the slightest. Okay.
There's something I can track so they can hopefully figure out where they go.
Yeah, easy. Aelith, B03? Anything?
Well, Bill's probably keeping up with his old friend at this point.
Yeah, catching up and stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
Aelith?
they don't. Yeah. She's just kind of keeping more of an eye on them, watching them as they move, watching what they do. She doesn't know how to approach things just yet.
Sure, not a problem. You're just kind of keeping an observant eye for the most part, so that's fine.
Yes.
Okay. The meal goes flawlessly, perfectly fine. Everyone eats, everyone drinks, etc., etc., etc. There's a little bit of nervousness because with Vax being dead, there's kind of like this, what if they've poisoned the food? Well, if they'd poisoned the food, we'd all be poisoned, and, that didn't happen last time, and it hasn't seemed to be the pattern, so the food's probably fine, which it is. The servants clean up the disc, they clean up everything, kitchen, packing everything down. Bilrota, when we come back next week, we'll have another moment for you to chat with your friend and stuff before we get to that. But for the time being, as you are moved to the sitting room and the plates are cleared, Carl, in the kitchen, your signal starts to go further and further away, underground. After about 50, 60 feet below the manor, you lose the signal. Lose the signal in the sense of it's out of range.
Yeah. Oh, people.
Now, as we pan away from the scene, outside the manor, amongst the rain, a lone figure begins to walk towards the other members walks towards the manor. It's in the distance. You can see the lights just off. As this figure steps through the mud, they have a firearm slung over their shoulder. A sniper rifle.
Ooh.
And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Oh.
He's back.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, for Carl's sake, or for Nomad's sake, Ostra is a hobgoblin sniper who apparently was responsible for wiping out all of Bilrotar's mercenary clan. For a time being, they had to work together in order to try and navigate through a very, very nasty area that Ostra knew how to get through, but Ostra needed a weapon from that same area, so they came to this devil's bargain. He would guide them in exchange for finding the weapon he was looking for, and they would be able to go and gather the thing that they needed to go and gather from that space. During that escapade, a giant monstrous hydra ended up chasing Ostra into the Badlands, and he was kind of lost. No one knew what happened to him. So this is his somewhat quote-unquote return. Plus with news that Ostra not only killed Bilrotar's clan, but now he was hell-bent on killing Bilrotar as well, is the new news.
Okay.
So, there we go.
Damn.
All right. But guys, that is our game for today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. Apologies, we did go a little bit over, but guys, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead as a Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here so many times during the week. In fact, I will be back in about 7.5 hours for Starfinder. So sci-fi action adventure. Our group has just managed a narrow escape from the infamous Spike Pits, the arena fighting club that they were currently doing stuff with. And who is this mysterious new benefactor that they have? What does it mean for things to go on? And who is the special NPC that someone has already secret menu item applied for? Find out when we return for that one in 7.5 hours. But in the meantime, guys, my name is Michael. You're awesome. I'm awesome. We're awesome. And until next time, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And as always, game hard or die trying. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.